Welcome back, adventurers. There are now 20,000 of you here seated in the tavern, and as promised, I will bring you videos about the hair traditions of our clan that in some cases date back more than 8,000 years. But today, we're talking about a shampoo in the family that goes back almost 4,000. So grab a seat, grab a drink. I've got a story for you. Now, this specific recipe that I am giving you today is about 800 years old, but the process of making it is about 4,000 years old, and it's essentially a tea for your hair. This particular one is made from rosemary and sage. It helps to promote hair growth, and it is very, very nice smelling, so you will be very, very nice smelling, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, my friends. Now, I do want to note that there is no science behind this as far as I am aware. This is simply something that the clan has used and observed to work for a very long time. So if you are expecting me to post scientific citations, I do not have them. This is just something that our clan personally has done for a very long time. In this case, with this particular recipe, over 800 years. So let us get into it. What you're going to want to do, and what I typically do, is you're going to want to get a bottle. Something that is resealable is typically best. One of these with the attached cork is always nice. And you're going to insert the herbs into the bottle first. You want a generous amount of rosemary and sage. Easiest way to do this is just get a little bit of rosemary or sage seed and grow them in your yard. They grow very quickly, and it's a whole lot cheaper than buying them at the store, fresh or dried. They are very expensive, so growing it yourself is best, but if you're balling out there, go for it, and get yourself some fresh from the store every time you're going to make a hair rinse. This can also be done with dried herbs, but that will rob you of the oils, and the oils are used for something else, which we'll get to at the end of the recipe. So get yourself some fresh herbs and stuff them down into a bottle just like this, and then you are going to boil a kettle. The easiest way to do this is with a kettle, but you can of course do it in a pot. If you do it in a pot, bring the pot to a rolling boil, then turn it off and put the herbs in and leave them in there until it cools. Then you can transfer the tea over to another container, something that you can close up preferably so that the tea doesn't go rancid. Now, if you're using the bottle, you'll want to use a funnel so you don't burn the crap out of your hands, as I did here. And you'll want to fill the bottle up most of the way. Now, once you have gotten the bottle full while the water is still warm, and this is the same case as if you are doing it in a pot, you'll want to add about 1 tablespoon per liter of water of sea salt. It needs to be pure sea salt. Himalayan sea salt is fine as well. You want to use a high grit sea salt and put it into the water. This is going to help to exfoliate your scalp during the rinse, as well as strip off any nasty dirty oils while you're washing your hair. Now, you can do this in the shower, but you want the rinse to be in your hair and on your scalp for around 1 minute to 5 minutes, depending on how much you can take. Rosemary and sage can be a little bit warm on some people's skins, so make sure you're aware of that. And once you've gotten it through your hair for 1 minute to 5 minutes, however long you can handle, you can then go ahead and rinse it out. So if you're doing this in the shower, make sure that you leave it in long enough for it to take its effects and for it to work its magic on your scalp. Now, when you are making this with fresh herbs, there will be oils that settle at the top. What we used to do, or what we typically do, is add another oil, another neutral oil of some type. You can use coconut oil, eucalyptus oil, you can use a hardwood oil, or you can even use olive oil if you're so inclined to smell tasty like an Italian restaurant. And you will then skim the oil off of the top, and it will have the nice dense essence of the rosemary and sage. You can use this as a hand lotion, you can use it in your beard if you have one, or you can even put it in your hair to rejuvenate the oils and hydrate your scalp. This particular wash helps with hair growth, it helps to stimulate strong hair, and it helps to maintain a healthy scalp. There are lots of really great chemicals inside of rosemary and sage that help to keep the hair really nice and healthy. One of those being bromide, which is something that you'll find in common anti-dandruff shampoos. and it just helps overall with a nice, healthy, glowing, gleaming scalp. You could even do this if you didn't have hair, and it'd give you a nice smelling orb there on the top. All right, my friends, I know this is different from what we normally do, but I wanted to share some of my culture with you that was pure and unadulterated. Because after all, I know that many of you are here because you wanted to know more about the clan's culture, and I am always more than happy to share. So if you did enjoy the recipe, leaving a like and a comment on the video, letting me know if you've used it and how you enjoyed it, it's always appreciated. And for those of you who support over on Patreon as well as here as members on the channel, thank you all so much. And to all of those who have subscribed recently, thank you. And I hope you are having brilliant and beautiful conversations with myself and with the rest of your fellow taverns, with your fellow tavern patrons, as well as the other adventurers down below. So until next time, my friends, I thank you for all you have done to help us build this tavern. And until next time, stay bloodthirsty, my friends, and remember, all hail the black dragons. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.